If you look at where the president is visiting here, he is going to really a small part of a small area, but a very important part, as you know, with stops over here in Jordan, here in Israel, the yellow part in here, and in the West Bank here. In this time, he's obviously going to be grappling with many of these issues he's been talking about between the Palestinians and the Israelis, showing where our support is behind the Israelis, and to a degree he wants to show the Palestinians that he understands their circumstance. That's what he has to grapple with in this period of time, while being sensitive to issues about things that have happened in here, like the possibility of missile strikes that may go back and forth between the two sides, Wolf. That's just issue number one, though, Wolf, really, because this whole region, as you mentioned, is full of issues.
It's a very, very small neighborhood when you think about what's going on in that area, Tom, when you think about what's happening in Gaza and in Egypt and in Lebanon and certainly in Syria, Jordan, you go not too far away is Iraq and Iran. That whole North Africa, Middle East region seems to be pretty much in political turmoil right now.
Absolutely. I mean, look at this. This is where the president is visiting, right down here. This is really a very short distance away by car or by plane to get up into Syria, where we've had this whole struggle going on between the Assad regime and the rebels there. All this talk in the past 48 hours about possible chemical weapons being used. This is very close to where the president is going to be. And then if you go beyond this and you move over here to Iran, look, here's Israel over here, here's Syria, here's Iraq. Here's Iran over here. Iran is about the size of Alaska. And you may notice that this point is all out here, sort of reddish looking. The reason it's red is he talks about Iran's nuclear program here, and as the president said the other day, they may be a year away from having a nuclear weapon. The reason all of this is red is this is the range of the Shahab-3 missile from Iran, and you can see it easily reaches over here to Israel. And that's important to bear in mind because all of this is happening in a small place. And here's a simple way to describe it. If you went from Tehran directly over to Tel Aviv, this is the distance from Boston to Chicago. You'd cross only 4 or 5 states in the United States to cover all that ground. And all of these issues, Wolf, are happening in this really relatively small area. And as we pointed out, right in the middle, here's Iraq. Here's some of the turmoil that's happened that's involved Turkey and some of the issues up there. This is a tremendous amount of stuff happening in a very small space, and you have to appreciate it in terms of the geography and the map to understand all the competing forces that the president is facing when he visits this area right down here.
Yeah,